kind of the more primary roles we hear about is growth and division. It plays a role with important for producing proteins and DNA synthesis.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Kidney Coach YouTube channel. I am naturopath Fiona, co-founder of Kidney Coach and Kyogenesis, our supplements designed for people people diagnosed with chronic kidney disease. And I'm joined again today by the lovely Lindsey Zirker. Lindsey is one of the head renal nutritionists at Kidney Nutritional Institute. She is a gem when it comes to all things autoimmune related and kidney disease. So any of those sort of things, she's your master there. But she's also a master in all things minerals and kidney disease and just minerals in general. So we've been slowly working our way through the minerals. I know Lindsey's she's like me, a voracious studier and likes to go down rabbit holes, and then we have to pull her out after a little bit and say, Lindsey, come back to us. And then she tells us everything she found down the rabbit hole, which is what I love about her so much. So, Lindsey, thank you for being back on the podcast. Yeah, so first off, zinc. Tell me what, let's, for people out there that may not know anything about their minerals and things like that, give me the 101 on zinc.
Well, I think the reason that you and I love zinc so much, kind of like with magnesium, it's involved in so many different things. It's really a busybody. So a lot of times people may think of it as like kind of the more primary roles we hear about is its role with supporting a healthy immune system, and then its role in helping with wound healing. But zinc does a lot more than that. It's really important for cell growth and division. It plays a role with our taste and smell, which I think a lot of people have also recognized with recent things going on. It's really important for producing proteins and DNA synthesis. It helps with our metabolism in general functioning, and helps reduce oxidative stress. And also a recent one that I learned about in looking at the hormones and stuff, but uh, the the enzyme that helps your body regulate blood pressure, the ACE enzyme, it has zinc is a part of that. And so zinc plays a role with that. And I was like, well, who knew that zinc was, involved in blood pressure?
So zinc deficiencies, how common are they? Are they something that you see a lot in clinical practice? Because it's definitely something we see, or I see as a naturopath, very commonly in clinical practice.
Yeah, I think a lot of times, like in dialysis and stuff, we don't get a lot of opportunity to focus on zinc. Phosphorus is kind of the superstar there. But when you know what the deficiency symptoms are of zinc, then you're like, oh, it's really common. Um, and I think the hallmark ones that I see the most commonly, like when I see these three things start happening to my patient at the same time, I'm like, oh, okay, zinc is hair loss, diarrhea, and fatigue, and sometimes the taste change as well. Or sometimes they won't feel like it's a taste change, but they'll see an appetite drop, and they don't really correlate it with taste change, but their appetite goes down because things don't taste good, and they just think, oh, I'm not hungry. And
Okay.
and so I think that's really important to recognize, because I think hair loss is super common with our population. But there are a lot of reasons why hair loss can occur. And so everyone's like overdosing on biotin. And there's really not actually, I was so shocked to find there's actually no literature that says, if you have hair loss and you add biotin in, it's not going to help you grow back more hair unless you're a child, even though hair loss is a sign of biotin deficiency, which is super weird. But
I
yeah,
find biotin strengthens hair and nails,
yeah.
but I'm like you, I've never seen it increase hair production.
Yeah. So we want to look at zinc or vitamin D or iron or other things like that for your hair loss, guys. Don't OD on the biotin.
Thank you, Lindsey. That was educational as always. That's why I love catching up, because I always learn lots of new things. So Thank you. If anyone's out there listening, thinking, oh my goodness, this woman is the mineral expert, I definitely need to chat to her. I will put the details in below, but kidneynutritionalinstitute.org, right? There you'll be able to find Jessiana and the team and all the amazing practitioners they have there. Lindsey being one of the head ones there, doing amazing work with people with chronic kidney disease, and obviously looking at minerals and very much treating you as a person and not a disease, and doing all the integrative testing. If you want to know more about what we do, you can head to www.kidneycoach.com, and you will find us on Instagram and Facebook under the same handles with Kidney Coach. Make sure you hit subscribe and like. That way you'll get notified anytime we put up new info. And if there are any questions you have for Lindsey or any other minerals you'd like her to talk about, and don't worry, we're going to plop our way through all these minerals here, please put some comments below and I will make sure to pass that on to the lovely Lindsey herself. Lindsey, thank you as always. Thank you for listening, and we look forward to chatting to you next time.